Hey YouTube land, Anders there doing another action figure review. Now, before we proceed, I just need to say these reviews are intended for collectors over the age of 13 years, just abide by the COPA and FTC rules. And today, I'm going to be reviewing the Black Series, the 2020 Black Series Walmart exclusive Loyalist, Mandalorian Loyalist from Clone Wars. Now, with the popularity of the TV series Mandalorian, Hasbro have decided to kind of go back and do some of the older characters in the 6-inch form, which is what this guy is. And he is based on the characters from Clone Wars and I think Rebels? No, just Clone Wars. And not the ones that were in the TV series of Mandalorian, but you could technically use them as the Mandalorian ones. They are pretty much, swappable. You could have them as a background character for the Mandalorian TV series if you wanted to do like a diorama shot. You could easily pop them in there. Now, I'll go through the box first. So, it doesn't seem to say anywhere on the box that it is an exclusive to Walmart that I can see, which is interesting. It could be just a timed exclusive, which means we could see these guys possibly getting a general release, but they could be just exclusive to Walmart for a bit. Now, I did completely screw up when I pre-ordered this guy. I had pre-ordered this guy and the one with the kind of Darth Maul look to it, which is, I think it was supposed to be the, it's another Mandalorian. I had pre-ordered both. I didn't realize that the way Walmart do pre-orders is that they take the funds straight out when you place an order. I thought it wasn't going to take the money until they shipped, so I cancelled the pre-order on the other one, being silly, and I only ended up with this one. And now they're sold out on the Walmart website, unfortunately, and anyone who has them on eBay are looking for stupid money for them. So unfortunately, I would say wait and see if they come available again, because as I say, it doesn't seem to have any indication that it is exclusive to Walmart on the packaging, which means it could be just a timed exclusive, which means they could get a general release again. So you have an image of the character on the side of the box. It has like a gold not embossed, but gold logos to it. On the back of the box, you got that same image, and it just has a small write-up, and in several languages. But the small write-up is: when Darth Maul portrayed and defeated Pre-Vizsla, Death Watch splintered into two groups. Those who wanted to embrace Mandalore's warrior heritage remained loyal to Maul. So you have the ones that had like the red, they kind of have red accents and have like one of them has horns on the top of them. I think they were the ones that were loyal to Maul, obviously because they have Maul's horns on them. But I can't remember if that was a specific character or if it was just all of them just threw the horns on them. It's been a while since I've seen that episode, or that our story arc. I think it went on for a couple of episodes more than just the one. But this is the guy we're reviewing. This is the Loyalist. Now, unfortunately, I don't have I don't have the 6-inch version of the Mandalorian or Din Djarin from the Mandalorian. But for the most part, I do have Jango. For comparison, I do have Boba around, but because there is a reason I'm using Jango, and the reason for that is this guy is not really much a new figure, but it is a slight retool of this figure, which is different paints. The main differences between these two figures is the crotch plate. Obviously, Jango has the holsters with the pistols on the side that are kind of connected by straps, whereas this guy doesn't. He does have the side holsters, but he doesn't have the front-facing armor plate. His armor plates are on the side, which incorporate a holster. And he has two removable pistols that are identical and are based off the ones that you see in the show. So they're very slimline, similar to what Jango's are actually, but more boxy. And he does hold them quite well. So he is quite nice. And then the other big difference between him and Jango is obviously the helmet. The helmet doesn't have the viewfinder on it. it's not a removable helmet as with Django's. This is the first run Django, so it's not the kind of photoreal head. This is the one that came out a few years back. Even the backpacks are identical. Again, different paint apps. It's amazing what slight different paint apps will do to a figure. You can see they're identical in every way. Even the as far as I can see, the back is the same sculpt, except for the looks like they used the same leg sculpt, but resculpted it to have those holsters. Feet are the same. Shin guards are the same, just different paints. Knees are the same. Even the gauntlets are the same. Now, unfortunately, on my Django, which side is it? It's this side, actually. One of these is actually broken. So I would be wary on this new guy to be extra cautious with these pipes. They could break. They have a tendency to break. Shoulders are identical to Django. Everything pretty much, as I pointed out, is the same as Django. Even the chest plate is the same. You can see up here it has that 2 indents, which is painted red on this one. They have like the kind of red glow that Mando had, or not Mando, that Boba had on his one. So you can see there is a lot of reused parts, and just very different is the paint job, and the paint job makes this guy look really, really cool. You can get some great posing out of him. The helmet has some good side to side a bit, forward quite a bit, back not so much because of the way the head is, but you can kind of get a flight pose out of him. You can get him kind of articulated enough so it looks like he's flying. So it looks pretty cool. You can get him look like he's coming down from flight and pointing his pistols. He has all the same articulation. He has a single joint in the elbow. He has a swivel just here on above the elbow, which incorporates the piping. He has swivel wrists with a hinge on them. It's actually better on this one. He has all the same stuff that Django has on him. He has the it's not quite a waist joint, it's more of an upper joint, but because it goes in underneath the armor, it looks like it's a waist joint, but he can swivel and kind of poke forward. The backpack is separate on him and is connected by 3 pegs, if I can get it off. So you have a center peg and 2 pegs up here. It does have painted on logos, so I would be wary again of paint rub on those. He has the 2 pistols in the holsters, which both fit into his hands. So you have some nice dual wielding poses. He has double jointed knees, so you can get all the way back on his leg. He can do the splits a bit better than Django because Django's holsters kind of restrain him a bit, whereas this guy doesn't have that issue. You have the ball joint, or the hinge on the leg, or on the ankle, sorry, I just knocked over Django. Hinge on the ankle with a swivel, a pivot swivel, so you can do some nice posing with him. And overall, he's a pretty sweet figure. Only has the tight cut as well, which is nicely hidden behind the holster. It's one thing that they kind of do quite nicely on some of these figures, that they hide some of the joints quite nicely for when you're doing posing and photos and stuff like that. So he is quite a cool figure. As I said, he is pretty much the same figure as Django. Django can do the same stuff. I do feel that, you know, you have to be careful with these straps, that they might break over time anyway. But there is a new version of Django coming out with the more photoreal head, which I think is part of the new waves of Black series of figures that are coming out. I'm not sure if he's already been released. I haven't really paid attention to whether the new Django was released or not, because I have the old one. I'm not too pushed to getting another one, even though my one has that broken thing. And then, just for a size comparison, bring in a good old bog standard Stormtrooper. This is the one that came with the kind of battle damage from the Amazon 4-pack. So you can see the Stormtrooper stands around the same height. I'm bringing good old tape measure for a height. So he stands, if I didn't knock over Django, he stands around the 6 inches tall, which is just around the basic size for these figures. And because I have him handy, he's just standing right here next to me, I'll bring in a non-Star Wars 6-inch figure, which is Destro. Destro is a bit taller than him, because Destro has always been sort of a taller character, but overall you can see that you can see the scaling. Overall, a really good figure. I do recommend picking them up. As I said, unfortunately they're sold out at Walmart, but just do keep an eye on Walmart. You can set reminders on the Walmart website if they come available again. I would recommend doing that if you're really wanting to get one. I wouldn't recommend going the eBay route and paying the stupid over the top prices for these things. I know people generally want to get them in hand now kind of thing, but I do think if you wait, they probably will release these guys again, because, as I said, it doesn't seem to indicate anywhere on the box that it's a Walmart exclusive. Usually if it's a Walmart exclusive, it'll probably have something written on the box saying exclusive to Walmart, whereas these guys don't. So more than likely they will release them again at some point, not being an exclusive, and they might get mass released. So hopefully that will be the case. But overall, do recommend picking up this figure. So I do hope you enjoyed this video review, and if you can, please feel free to give a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Cheers, guys.